Okay. Let's see if this worked. I think it worked. I hope it worked. We'll find out. It looks good. I'm just gonna run with that. How's it going, everybody? Happy Monday. It is round 2 of the Dr. Voodoo featured 6-star grind. I am going for 6-star Dr. Voodoo. Cutoff for round 1 was something crazy like, 61, 71 million points, something absurd. He's not going to go that low a second time. But because Shang-Chi is in the basic arena, people are going for him instead. So I do anticipate that Dr. Voodoo is going to be reasonable round 2 as well. It's a cereal stream tonight. I've got keto cereal. It's peanut butter. It's, man, I had a little bit before the live stream started up. It's not good. It is not good. This is awful. It starts off okay. It tastes like the Reese's Pieces cereal that I had like a month and a half back. So like, hey, it's got promise, but then it's absolutely nothing. Like, imagine just eating the whatchamacallit, the inside of a Kit Kat with like no flavor. Nothing. It just falls on its face. It's very disappointing. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your weekend went well. And I hope November's off to a good start for you guys. We found out about Deadpalooza, the new variant that's coming out pretty soon. The rewards, the nodes, all that good jazz. Eternals is out in theaters right now. It is opening weekend. That is the question of the day over here on the left. Did you see it? And what'd you think? We're going to avoid spoilers because it's still too new. And then speaking of spoilers, we're not talking about Spider-Man yet. Apparently there's a bunch of spoilers going around Spider-Man and the second trailer, which may or may not have leaked already. We're not talking spoilers until it releases officially, whenever. I don't want to get spoiled. We don't do spoilers here on this channel. Let's not do it. I gotta stop eating these. These are terrible. But Voodoo. Let's do it. Man. What's up, everybody? Small Turkey says, hey, what up, Turkey? Easy saying howdy, howdy, howdy. High school's going well for me so far. Awesome, I'm glad to hear. That's very good news. And Renee, what up, Big Rob? What, keto? I can't do that. I tried for 3 to 4 months and I couldn't get into ketosis. Yeah, it was just something that caught my eye when I was looking for stuff, because at the store they've got all of like the holiday Christmas cereals out yet, and while I very much would like to get into some of those for the cereal stream, I figured it's still a little bit too early for Christmas. So I was like, all right, well, let's find a plan B. This jumped off the shelf at me, and I regret it. Scar popping in saying, hashtag beard gang. Howdy, howdy. I appreciate that. Good to see you, bud. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. PP, always a pleasure. PP saying, get ready. About to have a beard gang raid. I love it. I love it. Just as we're getting things kicked off. That's awesome. I appreciate the raid, everybody. I very much appreciate it. Renee's going for round 2 for the dupe. Nice. I'm almost afraid to ask how many points he put up round 1. I mean, it's the same thing with like Null, right? Round 2 Null, because he went for like what, 70, 80 million points, something ridiculous. Like anybody who gets him with such a low cutoff really should not feel bad, because like you still got him at the end of the day, and that's the important thing. And who would have known that they would have gone low in the first place? So I'm only asking just because I'm curious. Hey, Cap, with the hashtag Beard Gang raid. Appreciate that, Cap. I appreciate that very, very much. I hope you're doing well, and happy Monday to everybody joining in with the Beard Gang raid. Appreciate that. I'm going for Dr. Voodoo for round 2. I was not able to do a full grind round 1. So I figure get on the bandwagon and see about getting a shiny new 6-star. I hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to the Serial Stream. I'm Rob vonShoe. If this is the first time joining in on the live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we're all just hanging out, having a good time. Insidus, part of the Flamboyant Bearded Gangsta raid. I got a little bit extra flavor on that one. What up, Insidus? Alyssa, part of the Beard Gang. Appreciate that. Howdy, welcome. Round 1. Put up 167 mil for 27. Wow. I don't know what's more surprising. I think actually the more surprising thing is that there were 26 other people who put up more than 167 million. Voodoo's good, but I would not have chalked him up to be 160 million good. That's interesting. Hey, what's up, Dom? Always, always, always a pleasure. Welcome, welcome. Howdy, Rob. Howdy, chat. Howdy, Dom. What's good, everybody? So, question of the day again over here on the left. Did you guys see Eternals this weekend? And without any spoilers, what'd you think? I saw it. I went to go see it Sunday. I rather quite liked it. Now, I mean, granted, there's a lot to pick apart with it. But overall, I enjoyed it. That's my spoiler-free review. There's an Insitus in all of us. You can't let the little Insitus light go out. You know me, I sprinkle in some flavor on those raids. Howdy, Rob. How you doing, pal? Doing well. Doing well. November is so far finding everything going pretty okay. Wound up working out okay this past week, thank goodness. And I'll take it. I'll take it. Cyber Weekend is only a couple weeks away. The speculating is out en masse as to what cool stuff we're going to wind up seeing popping up for unit offers, for bundle deals, all that good jazz. I gotta stay away from that cereal. I can't elaborate how disappointing it really is. Actually, no, I can try it. You know, like those rice cakes, like the Quaker Oats rice cakes. And then like the flavored ones, right? Where it's like seasoned with, I don't know, the garlic ones, bagel, every flavored bagel seasoning, like stuff to spruce up the fact that it's just a rice cake. But you take one bite and then the flavor's gone and then you're just stuck with a mouthful of rice cake. That's exactly what this cereal is. It's just a shell. It's a shell of what it should be, what it could be. Ryland says, hey Rob, do you want to hear some good news? I thrive on good news. Tell me your good news. The FTP loser, Rob vonShoe. I would buy your shoes. They're snazzy. I gotta say, they're snazzy, high-end shoes. They are effectively Crocs with spats. The pinnacle of fashion. I appreciate that. Still working on getting them trademarked, and then through manufacturing, but we'll see. 2022 might be my year. Eternals, I haven't seen it, but seeing their Eternal, I hope they'll stick around for a while. I'm sure they're going to be back. Like, all the films right now are kind of just like laying the groundwork for whatever's going to come next with Phase 4. Except for, I mean, like, even Black Widow, too. Even though they were writing off Black Widow. Like, Black Widow was a 2-hour introduction to Yelena, right? Which would have been much more interesting if it was Yelena's movie. But that's a whole nother discussion. That's a whole nother discussion. We need Rob merch. Dude, I gotta start off with, like, YouTube memberships with some fun, like, emoticons. And some fun custom stuff there. We'll start with that, and then once that's up and running, then we'll see about anything else. I haven't seen it, but I heard it was good. Question, how often do you open battle chips? Do you open regularly, uncollected, or Thronebreaker? Or open regular, uncollected, or Thronebreaker? What's your unit income from all the grinds you do? The unit income really varies, I mean, just because that's all RNG. But because it is all RNG, I only open up the regular ones. Like, if I'm opening up, like, 100,000 battle chips, I'd rather get, like, 300 units out of that. I mean, you get more than that, but, like, I'd rather get some units than gamble on bigger quantities, you know? So I'd rather stick with, like, the 15, 45 unit drops and try and avoid, like, the, 300, 700, whatever it is, for the bigger ones. Just because statistically, it doesn't work out. It only balances out statistically if you can open up, like, 100 of them. And at that level, you would need, like, 10 million battle chips or something crazy like that. And that just takes forever to stockpile. And even still, odds are you're probably going to get shafted. So it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Rylan says I got 6-star Hercules from the otherworldly Nexus Cav. Nice! That's so good. That's so good. Congrats, Rylan. Big congrats. You aged yourself by calling them emoticons. A rose is still a rose by any other name. I mean, I could call them emojis, but I'm just adding that extra little vintage touch. Uncollected because always gives me the best unit drops. Hey, good on you, PB. If that's what works for you, then absolutely go for it. Like, I'd like to go for the Thronebreaker crystal just for, like, the teeny tiny chance to get that 6-star Punisher. But speaking only from my experience, I think I've probably opened up close to, I don't know, well over 1,000 of the uncollected ones. Like, thousands probably at this point, honestly. And I've only ever gotten one 5-star Punisher. Ever. Like, only one. In, what, 4 years worth of opening them? Only one. So, I'm not going to hold my breath for the 6th. Yeah, man. I predate the internet. Takes me a while to keep up with all you spry youngins. Opened 5 million of each and recorded it all. Uncollected had the best units, so I always open 1 million worth of uncollected every 3 weeks. Nice. I usually try and go as long as possible before diving into the stash. Like usually wait till either like day 3 of a featured arena grind, or if I can make it through an arena grind without touching them, then, you know, just keep stockpiling them for a rainy day. But yeah, I mean, I don't save. Usually like every 100,000 or so I open. Like I've got 100,000 like on hand at any given time, and then once I get my second 100,000, that's when I open. Jesse says, what arena is out at the minute? So we got Shang-Chi in the basic arena. That cutoff was 72 million for round 1. And we also have Dr. Voodoo as the featured. His cutoff was 61 million round 1, give or take. Jacob popping in saying, what's up? What up, Jacob? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. He predates all the shoes. Yeah, man, they still had sandals back in my day. Like you just get like a big old plank of wood and then just like string some rope through it, and that's all we had, and we liked it. The ancient shoe. I'm like one of those nice pairs of shoes where once you wear out the sole, you can just take it to a shoemaker. They put on a new sole and the shoe is still good. Been losing a few units to null crystals. Me too. Me too. I've long since given up on those. Has Voodoo at 74? It could be. It could be. I knew it was low 70s for Voodoo, low 60s. Oh no. No, it was in the 60s for Voodoo, according to Trucos. Cyber saying, hey Rob, how's it going? It's going well, bud. It's going really well. How are you doing? Come on, Elsa. Have I told you I pulled the 5-star OG Scarlet Witch from the $5 Cav next eye? You didn't, but that's really good. That's really, really good. Man, you guys have gotten some fire pulls here. Well done. Well done. What cereal is this? This is peanut butter keto cereal. It's positively terrible. I regret getting it. I'm not going to finish it. It's just nothing but sadness and disappointment. I gotta rinse my mouth out. Ah. No thanks. I'm good. Well, now I know. Now I know. I mean, I suppose if you're on that special brand of keto, it would be nice to have as like a treat, you know, something. But, I'm only saying that because I'm comparing it to actual Reese's Pieces peanut butter cereal that we had 2 months ago. That was amazing. Do I think Ultron is worth a rank 3 as a 6-star? I do. I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't say as like a first tech 6-star rank 3. But I think post buff, I think he's got a lot of interesting stuff going. You should Photoshop the cereal box with now with extra sadness and disappointment. Yeah. And just like a bunch of sad children on the front. It'll sell millions. 13 mil is a huge discrepancy. Might not be looking at the spreadsheet as much anymore. I don't know. Are you looking at the spreadsheet that's on Reddit, the arena results night one? Because what it could be, if you open up the actual doc, usually they wind up putting like the place. So it's like the cutoff, the lowest cutoff that they have recorded is what 73 that you said, I think. But in the spreadsheet, like 73 mil was like, I don't know, rank like 80 or something like that. So it's like, yeah, it's close, but I mean, there's still like 20 other places, and that's where it dipped. I'm presuming. Cyber says overall, I'm meh. College is stressing me out to no end, so I've just been listening to music and I've been doing Cav EQ. That's good. Take your mind off it for a bit. Phantom says Magic Spoon. I think that's what it's called. Have I tried it? Is Magic Spoon the name of a cereal? If it is, then I have not. Not yet. My rank 3 him soon. I like using him. I just didn't know if he was worth it or not. He's good. He's good. And the higher the sig, the better, because the higher his sig, the more resistance he has to some of those annoying debuffs. My first rank 3 will hopefully be Hercules. Hercules will put in so much work for you at rank 3. So much work for you. Like, he's a fantastic option. Question of the day, probably not. Or not yet, probably this weekend. Yeah, it's good. It's fun. Is it the best Marvel movie? No. It's a really nice change of pace from, like, sort of like the standard Marvel formula. But I enjoyed it. I overall enjoyed it. That being said, it'll be really interesting to see how all the pieces start coming together. You know, like they have Black Widow, so they got Yelena. She's going to be, I'm assuming, showing up again in Disney Plus. Right, you got the Disney Plus shows, you got all the what if stuff, you've got the films. Kind of makes you wonder, like, what the first big, like, Avengers movie is going to be, you know? If it even is the Avengers. Celestials themselves look absolutely awesome. Does anybody here play Pokemon? Like Gen 3, Gen 4 Pokemon? The music just died. That's my headset running out of the juice. So, sorry. Because for those of you who do play it, or have played it, like the Celestials look like straight up like Regigigas or Regirock or Regice. Regice. I say Regice. I don't care if it's Regice, Regice. It's like the 6 eyes. That's what does it. My dog says, "Hi. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, bud. That's huge. 74 mil was rank 92, 60.5 was 101. Yeah, right? Huge drop off. Huge drop off. So super lucky for that one guy who just is like, yeah, I'm going to put up 61 and then just stops. Just for kicks. Also freaky that there isn't a single person in between like 61 and higher up. Also recently pulled 6-star Falcon. I've recently pulled 6-star Falcon to rank 2. He'll be my skill rank 3. If you like Falcon and if you like the way that his kit works, then yeah, I think you'll be in for a good time. Gen 4 was where I started. Man, that's a whole nother discussion right there. I'm really looking forward to the new games coming out. I don't know if I'm going to get one of the 2 new versions right off the bat, but it looks good. Arceus, I think, is the one I'm most excited for. Dark Avengers, U.S. Agent Yelena, being managed by Madam Hydra. It could be fun, right? It could be fun. And then you got Abomination, too. See if they do like a little bit of wibbly wobbly stuff, adding extra people to the squad just to round things out. The thing is now is that they've got so many different projects going and so many different stories and threads between, Disney Plus, between the new characters they're introducing and all the old holdovers from the first 3 phases. It's like they've got almost too much content. Like they're going to be on the verge of competing with themselves between like just trying to have so much stuff out all at the same time. Which I wouldn't be opposed to, because I'm here for it. But at the same time, too, it's going to be kind of rough where it's like, okay, so this is the story, and we're going to pick it up again in like 3.5 years. And in the meantime, here's like 8 other different stories that kind of loosely maybe have something to do with other stuff, but not really, probably. Again, for like people like me, people like us who have been following along and are following along, it's like, yeah, okay, cool. But we'll see how it does for like the wider audience. Oh. Silly Mr. Negative. I don't want to go backwards. Come on. Thank you. Or Young Avengers, because they introduced Patriot and Kate Bishop in different shows. I think they definitely are. They just need to figure out a way to wibbly wobbly Scarlet Witch's kids back. Like, back into existence. Because I'm pretty sure they would be a part of it as well. Cyber says, how are you enjoying your shiny new Ring 3? Dude, Archangel is amazing. He's so fun. Wiccan and Speedy, yeah. And Kid Loki, yeah. Except they gotta pull... if they're pulling people from different planes and different dimensions, they probably can pull Kid Loki pretty easy, too. But Ring 3 Archangel is a lot of fun. I gotta do a little bit of homework to, figure out where his sweet spot is going to be for SIG level, because right now, he's SIG 20, which is good enough, but see if I should be shooting for like SIG 40, SIG 60, SIG 80. What if Willem Dafoe comes over from the Spider-Verse to lead the Thunderbolts Dark Avengers? Fanboy drooling noises. I mean, that'd be really cool. But, like, I don't know if it's going to be... Like, if they do have Willem Dafoe come back in some capacity, like, is it going to be they somehow bring Green Goblin back? Or if they pull some WandaVision BS where it's like, yo, here's Quicksilver, the actor who played Quicksilver, but it's not Quicksilver. It's, what was his name? Some stupid name. Where they just completely, like... they did not do the fans a solid on that one. The OG Perry Heavy Champ. Yeah, if it can bleed, you're set. That's like Archangel's motto. Him and Schwarzenegger. Going full on like commando. Ah, yeah, there you go, PB. That's right. So most of the 6 stars are still on cooldown. They will be for like another 5 hours. So I just run through the rest of these and then start in on some of the 5s and just go from there. My hat's off to some of the like the real like tryhards, the real like sweaty arena grinders, the dudes who like get in there and do like a full grind, like grind all their champions every chance they get. Like I have such a respect for them there. Like I would very much enjoy doing that myself, but man, like finding the time. The time is just such a kicker. So I do what I can. El Capitan says, at SIG 112, he hits 33% ability accuracy. But I don't think it's worth it. Just run white mags. It's way better. Hey, that works too. That works too. I suppose if you got a APOC there as well, the synergy just like amps them up pretty nicely as well. MSD popping in. How is it going, my friend? What up, what up? Saying, Rob, you are a monster. The arena must fear you every day. The arena and I have come to a mutual respect, a mutual sort of like armistice, I suppose. Where it's just like, all right, I can go and I can just, stomp my way through on arenas and, grab a 6-star champ here every week, every other week. And, the arena's like, cool, then, we'll just have like an off week every now and again. Let me get caught up on sleep. And, visiting family and learning the names of my children and stuff like that. But I appreciate it, bud. I appreciate it. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Gloria Man says Cassie Lang and America Chavez are young Avengers as well. Seems like a no-brainer. Seems like more like a Disney Plus show if I was betting. I think so because, well, that'd be interesting. I don't know if they're bringing Cassie Lang back before Quantumania, and I don't know if they're doing, well, America Chavez supposedly is in Doctor Strange. So, Young Avengers at the soonest would be, I would say, Christmas of next year, maybe? Which would be pretty cool. But so long as, like, I don't know, so long as they play it smart, so they kind of, like, avoid the Stranger Things dilemma. Where, like, if you compare the Stranger Things kids from Season 3 to the teasers from Season 4, It's like cool. It's nice seeing everybody back, but these guys are like grown adults now. So I'm glad that they're wrapping up the series, but if you got like a guy who's like 19, 20 years old pretending to be like what, first year of high school or something, uh doesn't quite work. It's like the Steve Urkel effect. Like season 1 Steve Urkel is like, yeah, okay, dude, I buy this guy as like a scrawny nerd and weird and all that, right? But then you get to like last season of Family Matters, and Urkel is completely jacked because the actor like grew up and hit the gym, and of course good on the actor, but like canonically, it's a little bit wibbly wobbly. William Hurt's a bit too old to be a Rolk. Would they have to wibbly wobbly that too? Uh, maybe, maybe, unless they do like a one-off sort of thing, right? Where it's like this is like the Red Hulk movie or the Red Hulk episode, right? And it's just all CG anyway. It doesn't really matter. That would be my guess. But almost at like this point, I wouldn't like it'd be cool to see Red Hulk, but there's like a lot of other stuff they can do too. Or just do something completely different and somebody else could be Red Hulk. Somehow. Cyber says Eternals themselves didn't interest me at first, but then I saw the trailer and I was like, OMG, you can shoot lasers out of your eyes? Haven't seen that one 1,000 times before. It doesn't help that, like, in all the promotional material, the actor looks exactly like Homelander. you know? So yeah, I see that. I get that. Sunspotted says, hey Rob, what up Sunspotted? Happy Monday, welcome. Welcome to the very sad, disappointing serial stream. Parlay, if you will. I like it. Steal it. Capitan says, what mags gives him 10% ability accuracy for 60% chance to apply bleeds on heavy? Solid. General Maddox. Aw, oh, dude. Another major 6-star grind. Sorry, man. Hope Shang-Chi takes some points away from this. I'm assuming it will. So, round 1, Voodoo wound up going for high 60s, which is absurd for a brand new, previously unavailable 6-star champion. Now, Voodoo, of course, has shown signs of age, no doubt, but, he still is a good champ and a new champ. So even if the score goes up, and like I'm 99% sure the score is going to be going up round 2, I don't expect it to go up as high as like a standard cutoff, like the 120, 130 mil that Medusa and Starkey were. So if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say maybe round 2 would be in the mid 80s for Voodoo. So in that vein, I think it'll be okay. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Can't stop, won't stop. Part of it, I mean, honestly, really, is me just wanting to, like, flesh out as much of my 6-star roster as possible and remove as much crystal RNG from the equation as possible. I do not like crystal RNG. I do not like it. Sam, I am. So if I can, put in the time and grind out a champion and get the specific character that I need, that I want from Arena, as opposed to just like popping open like 5 dozen 6-stars and still not get who I'm going for. Yeah, I mean that's worth it for me. Seems like a lot of people really empathize their prestige for the first rank 4 and almost narrows down to Doom or Hercules. If you want to be, if you want an everyday champ, are one of those rank fours? Are one of those your rank four, or will it be? No. Neither one of those will be my rank four. I got nothing against people who rank up Doom, and certainly I can understand why people would want to rank up Hercules instead of Doom. But no, neither one of those champs will be my first rank 4. Hercules will probably be my second, but not my first. I like Doom. I really do. But Doom is this generation's Blade, where they aren't nerfing Doom directly, but they're releasing a heck of a lot of champions and nodes to counter him. And him specifically. And that's in game already. You fast forward like a year, like another year of anti-Doom everything. It's like, cool, you got Doom at rank 4 and he's a great prestige option, but you can't use him anywhere because he's been inadvertently nerfed. Or like backdoor nerfed, I suppose. And his damage is nuts. He's got nice power control. The incinerate is solid. But I am very content to keep mine at rank 3 for the foreseeable future. Cyber says, Tier 4 class crystal RNG is the worst kind of crystal RNG. Yes, so, fun story, I was exactly one Tier 4 class, mutant class, shy of being able to rank 3 my Archangel. So I went and opened up 15 Tier 4 class, and I I did not get the one mutant I needed. Naturally, of course. Why would I, right? You know, statistics. So that was fun. The game knows, man. The game straight up knows exactly what it is you need, and the game's like, I'm going to give you everything except the one thing you need. No, it's true, Sunspotted. It's true. Like, sometimes when I tell people that I'm not only do I not want to rank Doom, but I don't like Doom as a rank 4 option, it doesn't... I need to explain myself, so I've gotten in the habit of it. Horsemanning Archangel gives him a 30% offensive ability accuracy and indefinite prowess and bleed resistance. It's a lot of good stuff. Got some news. I'm super happy. I moved from Silver 2 Alliance to a Gold 2 Alliance. Pretty and good. Also tested negative for COVID. I was bedridden for a day, but I'm happy I don't have it. Hey, congrats, kudos. Congrats on the good news. Yeah, I mean, all the good news. I have 80 and do 35 mil with just them. It gets the older featured 5 stars. And that's important too. That's important too. The more champions you have, the more arena fodder you have, which makes arena grinds better. You can put in more points, and over the course of an entire grind, you get a lot more points for being able to run those champions 5, 6, 7 times a piece. It adds up. It definitely adds up. Nigel says, good evening. What up, Nigel? How's everything? Hope you're well. Welcome to the disappointing cereal stream. Last two Sunspide were saying hey to Cyber and then commenting on my Doom hot take. What happened with the 6-star negative for me? The game kept giving me Cosmic. Only because Hercules was the last champ I used, I swear. Wouldn't that be something if that actually has something to do with it? That it's related to the last used champ as opposed to, like, the champ that you actually want to rank up. If Mr. Negative tests negative, is he actually positive? Well, see, the double negative just like winds up canceling itself out, so you, in fact, don't have any champions left. It's just an empty profile, an empty pick, just the blue borders, and nothing else. Wouldn't that be wild? I'm excited though. I'm really, really excited. My rank 4, I'm saving for when the channel hits 3,000. And then the video I'm gonna release with the rank up and a little bit of gameplay is I love this champion 3000. It's perfect. It's perfect. I'm so excited. I just gotta finish up one more freaking Karina's path. It's the Inhumans one. That's the last one I need to do. And as soon as that's done, then I've got the materials to take them up. So instead of like grinding Cavalier EQ or like 7.3 or any of that, I've just been running the same friggin' a variant path, classic variant path, revive farming. So I've got 50 revives, I think, on hand right now, and then maybe like 4 or 5 team revives. And I want to get at least like 15 more revives and then just hope for the best. Because I saw Karate Mike was able to do it in 40 single revives and like, what is it, 10 team revives, something like that. But that's Karate Mike, and he's better. He's a better player than I am. So it's like, all right, I'll take that as a base, and then I'll like save up like 50% more than that, and then hope for the best. Rob, you think I should rank 3 Hercules unawakened? He's super fun as is for me. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd rank 3 unduped Hercules. Like, don't get me wrong, Hercules is one of those champions, like, a Sig 1 Awakening is just, like, a huge friggin' deal. Like, it just makes him, like, infinitely better. But that being said, he's already, like, top-notch God tier without it, so, yeah, I would. I would. The most disappointing champ of 2021 goes to Purgatory. I'd give it to Super Scroll, because at least Purgatory has a cool looking design behind her. Super Scroll, no, his design is pretty boring. Both of their animations, I'd say, are about on par with each other. And both of their kits are underwhelming, lacking, and very disappointing. But Purgatory takes the edge just because she looks cool. Did you see MODOK clip through the floor in a second medium? Yep. Yep. He's been doing that for like at least the last patch and a half. I brought it up as a bug report on the CCP. I'm like, yo, guys, you realize that MODOK is clipping through the floor? And they're like, well, I guess he just does that now. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool, I guess. Hopefully we get a 6-star Awakening gem in the Cyber Weekend bundles. We absolutely are. The question is not if we get it, it's where we get it. Is it something that we can just get a la carte for like the basic, was it 1,000 unit offer? Or is it something that we got to go through the whole gamut and then it's like the bonus at the end? My guess is probably, since this is the 3rd year of having a 6-star Awakening gem as part of Cyber Weekend, it's probably going to be in the first unit offer, the 1,000 unit one. But we'll see. Bugs this month have been crazy. Yep. Yep. I think I think there are more bugs than are able to get fixed in a reasonable amount of time. Have you seen the pink champ bug? Yeah. I think for the most part it's kind of resolved itself. But I noticed it specifically when I pulled an Airwalker uh, the other day. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go check out this cool new bench warmer I just pulled, and then went to go check it out on the champ selection screen. I'm like, oh, he's all pink. Lovely. Since Pod would give the award to either America Chavez or Jabari or Jubilee. I thought Jubilee came out in 2020. I mean, to each their own, right? Everyone's got their own level of disappointment. Will there be a change in the glory story after the Map 8 release? Not that I'm aware of. Actually, no, I don't know. I don't know yet. I would hope so. I would hope so. It would be pretty cool if like the glory store started having like trace amounts of rank 4 materials and then just made everything else cheaper. Scar is a big Jubilee fan. She's so good. When they shrug off the parry and take a chunk of damage, she is very useful. That is true. She needs the awakening for that. So there is that caveat. But I would agree with you there. Especially going up against like a I don't know, like Kingpin or something like that. She just eats them alive. If the game has any more dropped inputs, it might actually fall off my phone. That's funny. That's actually funny. Easy says, you're predicting a 6-star AG for the first 1,000. Do you have a prediction for the 4,000, 10,000, and 6,000? Yes. So here's what I think. So I think a 6-star Awakening gem will be in the 1,000 unit. Whether it's a generic, like it's been the last 2 years, or whether it's a random, I'm not sure. If it's part of the 1,000, I would probably say it might be a random. Just because like having a generic on the 1,000 is still really friggin' good. 4,000 is probably going to be like either like a 5 champ Nexus or a, you know what, I'm just going to shoot for the clouds, right? Shoot for the clouds, and then whatever it's going to be is whatever it's going to be. So 6-star Awakening gem for the 1,000. 4,000 would be a rank 2 to rank 3 6-star random rank up gem. 10,000 is going to be 2 trees. Well, actually, no. I am shooting too big. 10,000 is going to be 2 trees. On 1 tree, it's the rank up gem and shards, right? So that would probably be like the rank 2 to rank 3 random. And then in the other tree, it would be rank 4 materials, my guess. And then the 6,000, I don't know, some crazy selector or something. I don't know, I need to think about it. That's me just literally pulling ideas out of thin air. But I would not be surprised to see those things. It's just where we're going to find those things. Size bug was probably the funniest bug ever. I know. I wish they would have kept it. It's like April Fool's Day came early. I actually managed to get 2 Mephistos to go small in the same fight as micro mode. I've been really interested in that. Did the camera like zoom in on the both ridiculously much? Or was it just like mini mode the entire time? Because like with the Gwen Master fight, right, the camera zooms in and out depending on how large she gets. So it's not a static camera, which I thought it was originally. Like the camera preloads based on the size of the largest champion. but with her like growing and shrinking all over the place, the camera kind of panned in and out depending. So that might be a thing. I don't know. Bonus is only 3K last time. Yeah. Well, yeah. So the unit packs only gave what 13 or no 15,000 I think total. So you had to have the extra 3K on hand, or else you had to get another bundle. So if you can save up at least that much, then at least that's something, right? Nope, just mini mode. They were so small that they were behind the special button. That's funny. That's funny. I think I'm hitting somebody. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm assuming so. Yeah, but like she falls to low in the mutant class. Compare her to Archangel or Apoc or Magneto. Yeah, but that's tough, man. That's tough because the mutant class is so stacked. So it's not that she's a bad champion. It's just that she's going up against like five of the best champions in the game. I mean, that's kind of true of where we're at exactly right now, you know? Like, Null is great and all. Null is an amazing champion. But I don't think I would ever use Null instead of, like, Hercules or Cosmic Ghost Rider. So it's like, hey, that's cool. If you don't have those other two champs, Null's going to be amazing if you can get your hands on one. But if you had all three, it'd be like, well, do I really need all three? Do I really need can I use them? Probably not. My goal is 15K, although most likely I'll get an Odin or 3 that day as well. Sure, just depends on what they've got attached to them, right? My guess is that there's going to be like a 6-star crystal to attach to every offer for Thronebreakers. Cavalier, I'm hoping to get completely shafted like they did last year. Hopefully. Hopefully Kabama's learned its lesson and treat the Cav players with respect. The question was most disappointing of the year, not compared to the mutant class and the use of a gem. Most disappointing of the year, and that's what I was saying. I mean, everyone's got their own take on like what that means to them. And besides, at the end of the day, you don't win the most disappointing contest. We all lose. Discovered a new love for Vulture. Such a cool utility and cheese with awesome synergies. Might be my next Ring 3 tech. Go for it. Go for it. It's always cool finding a hidden gem like that. I'd like some generic 1 to 2 or class 2 to 3 gems. I would suspect that we would see a number of 1 to 2s. 2 to 3 I think might be tied up in the mid unit bundle offers. Just because that's pretty huge with the tier 5 class. But I would expect to see at least one somewhere. I think the biggest issue or biggest question is how much rank 4 material we'll see. Like how close to the second rank 4 will some people be able to get? Because right now the whales already have 1 rank 4 and they're already well on their way to getting like their 4th fully formed catalyst. And I think the closer we get to Cyber Weekend 2 and the more of those like teasing, tempting offers keep popping up to distract people, I think there'll be more and more resources there as well. To the point where I expect some people to have 2 rank 4s come the end of gifting season. Do I think that people will freak out if the AG is a 1/6 chance after getting generics the last 2? Yes, but I think Kabam would turn right around and say, yeah, but we haven't ever made it as readily or easily accessible yet either. Like, yeah, I go through all the different tiers of stuff before to get to the Awakening Gem, and now it would be like the first thing on the docket. But we'll see. Like, 6-star Awakening Gems have been the most stingy resource. Like, more so than anything else at this point. Like, they just do not want to hand out 6-star Awakening Gems. Like, generic, class, or otherwise. See if that gets a KO. Yeah, nice. I realized I lost when I blew All Is Well. Oh well. Calves are tempting. Calves can definitely be tempting. I get it. Especially if you see some people pull like the featured champion out of 5 or 10, which is so disgustingly unrealistic. Like I've said it before in some of the other in some live streams in the past, but like for a while I took issue with Seaton and some other YouTubers saying that they have like beyond god tier luck pulling a champion, but it took them like 40, 50 calves to get there. I'm like, yeah, I mean it's cool that they got them, but not really a CEO luck if you got to go in that deep to get it, you know. But then they crunch the numbers and crunch the math, and it checks out. Like, even with all of those different crystals, that still is winning the statistic luck. Justin popping in saying, hey, what up, Justin? How's it going? I hope you are most excellent for a disappointing cereal stream Monday. Man, this cereal right here. If you're on keto, I'm sure it's amazing. If you're not on keto, it's very lacking. I'll say it's very lacking. Ooh, excuse me. How many weeks are left in the year? 6? 7? I think 7. So I've got 7 cereals left in the year. Stop it. Stop it. Which means I should probably check and see how many cereals I need before I have 52. There you go. CEO luck for me is in the first 5 crystals. There you go. I could agree with that. Is this worse than the Minecraft cereal? No. Probably second worst though. Because Minecraft cereal is just straight up trash. Like just straight up trash. Like it tasted like it was something that you get like at a dollar store bargain mart that's been sitting on a shelf in the back room for the last year and a half, and they just decided to put it on the shelf because someone needed a laugh. Like, that was just so like dried out and stale and bad. This is not that. This is not that. It's just a little disappointing. Where is it? There we go. How many cereals have we had? How many cereal streams? 49. 49? That means there's only 3 weeks left. I gotta make those count. Jesus. 49 weeks of cereal streams. This whole thing's almost over. I'm bummed out now. I thought I had at least like another like 5 or 6, but no, I only got 3 more. Well, one of them has to be like one of the holiday cereals for sure. That's one of them. Then I gotta make sure that I got like the obvious ones. I'm pretty sure I have now. We gotta make this ranking count. Because that's been the overarching goal for the serial streams for the last year. It's to wind up chowing down on all these and then do a final tier list. Sour Patch cereal. Dude, I can't find it, man. I can't find it. Like, I'm going to have to probably just special order it on Amazon or something and have it shipped. Because nobody carries it. I keep looking, but nobody carries it. I think too many like grocery stores are like, why is this a thing? You know? Justin says this is going to be an easy grind compared to the last few. Yes. 100% yes. He's not going to go for high 60s for a second time. Like, just so everybody's aware of that. He's not going to go for high 60s. But he's not going to go for like 150 mil either. So, I will take that. Namor isn't metal? Dude's got a massive trident. Yeah, but it's like not the non-metal variety. Dude, I don't know. They're so like fast and loose with the metal hashtag. Really, I think it's just like, iBomb is not a good choice for Void. It's just whatever they want. They just make it up. I don't doubt it, PP. That sounds like that'd be just like straight fiber. Like nothing but. It's just like a box of fiber powder. And like the side of the box would say like just add milk or something silly and trite like that. Tex. Kabam has always said that if they can drop it, they aren't metal. Namor drops the trident, not metal. Yeah, but Blade can drop his swords, but he's metal. Unless it's like, I don't know, the belt buckle he's wearing or something. I'm telling you, man, they really do just make it up as they go along. They're like, nah. Like, take for example, Vision Arcus, right? It says straight up in his description, Arcus is a being from the smoke dimension who channels powers of the smoke world for his power gain. Like, it says that straight up in his description. However, he is not a dimensional being. Even though it says that he is a being from the smoke dimension. That doesn't count for some reason. CEO luck for me is even if I pull a 4-star featured. Because then I don't have to grind the arena. That is the best part. That is far and away the best part of getting lucky with crystals, is saving that huge chunk of time off your life. You're like, hey, I get these hours back from my life to do other things. Playing other games, going outside, sleeping. You got options now. Does Sigil Witch need a dupe? Yeah, preferably yes. She benefits from a higher sig. She can still wreck without it, but the SIGs are real nice to have. Because it gives her specific class-based abilities depending on the class of her opponent. I believe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man. Justin says 6-star Mr. Negative grind. Yes, if I have not pulled a 6-star Mr. Negative before his arena in 2 weeks, then yeah, I'm definitely going for the awakening. I want my rank 3 to be awakened. He's just too good. He's too much fun is what it is. He's good, but it's more of a fun factor, I think. Well, that was a waste. There have been so many times where I like try and go for a heavy, and then either I just am not pressing it right, or it's not registering, and I'm just standing there in the middle of the field like a dingus, while the opponent is stunned. I'm like, wait, why are you not heavying? Why is this not happening? User error, I'm sure. Magneto can control the metal in people's blood, can he? Yes, he can. But that's sort of like the Kabamery for balance. What up, Brian? Saying, hey, Yins. Hope you are well. I am very well. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Hope you're doing well, too. As the talking heads would say, stop making sense. I try. I still need the Dunkin' Donut cereal. And the Little Debbie cereal, too. The Little Debbie cereal's been on the list. I don't know if she's going to make the cut this year. On one hand, because it's not a popular cereal. On the other hand, I'm scared. It's going into unknown territory there. Doom's not a robot either. I assumed his Doombots were just guys dressed like him. No, I think they're straight up robots, right? I think he's just programmed a bunch of Doombots to just chill in his castle. It's basically just Despicable Me, where Doom is Gru and all the Doombots are the minions. Ben says, Rob, I'm late today. Did you give up grinding last round? Did you see the 61 mil cutoff? Yes, on both counts. I wound up needing to bail after day 2. I had a bunch of just real life stuff come up the night of the second night. So I was like, I could still do it. Theoretically, I could still put up the 130 odd some million that I was going to be shooting for. But that would have just, not only would that mean that I just don't get to sleep, but that's just a boatload of refreshing too. So I was like, I'll go for a round 2. I saw the low cutoff. I think that's encouraging for my second round. But I don't feel bad about missing out. Because it's like one of those things, like how could you have possibly have known? Remember when people were missing this special button? That bug was annoying me. Yup. There's been so many fun bugs in this game. and not so fun bugs. But so many bugs. Good luck. I'll be going for the 5-star Mr. Negative. 5-star Mr. Negative. Good lord. Good luck, Justin. Little Debbie cereal sounds like a heart attack inducer. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm worried. Like that's it. That's how it ends. Right there. How many points are you putting up? At least, I don't know, at least 80, 90 million. I'm going to just keep on going. As soon as I hit that, then I'm just going to keep going and see how much time I've got left. My whole mantra with arena grinds is that I'd rather be 5, 10, 15 million points over than 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 points short, you know? So it's like when I say it's like, yeah, I saw the cutoff, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad because at the end of the day, you still wind up getting the champion. And that should be the important thing. Madrock says, I'm not sure I want a sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant cereal, but I'm also curious and willing to try. Ah, you're brave. You're brave. I just imagine that being like tricks. Like each of the different little cereal pieces is cut out to be in the shape of whatever it's supposed to represent. You know, you got like a egg cereal piece, you got a you got a cheese piece, a croissant piece, and if you want to make the sandwich, you can just like stack them all together, but otherwise that'd be wild. 7.4 beta is super weird. It's your account from when you signed up for it. So rip my 6-star negative, Falcon, and 5-star switch on the beta. Yeah. Yeah, it just keeps up from whenever they cloned it. Which I think was a while ago. They wanted to make sure that everything was in place before it launched. So there wouldn't be any like unforeseen bugs to just throw a wrench in the gears. Grind the Platpool Arena. Hope I can be top 10. Nice, Ben. Good luck. I don't expect that cutoff to be... Well, no, I take it back. I think 10 will be competitive. Top 300, I think there'll be a steep cutoff somewhere in between, I don't know, 50 and 100. Because that boss rush is not fun. Like, you get good loot. Like, if you're a piece or a couple pieces shy of a full Platpool, it's really good. But at the same time, too, Platpool is going to be back again later. Just in case. So, I mean, I wish you the best, Ben. I wish you the best. You got this. Do you need both pieces? Or is it just for, like, starting to go for a dupe, or... Cat stopping by with the club cereal raid. I was about to just read off the usual hashtag without reading it. What up, Cat? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Saying yo. Saw a 1770 score this morning for the Platpool. Dude, what? So that's 147 rounds, assuming you get 12 points a round. Yeah. Nah, I'm good. I was like, I might be able to do like 10 rounds. Sure, why not? I ain't doing 147 rounds. That's gnarly. That's why I'm not doing the Platpool thing. If I can't feel pretty safe, I'm not putting in the time. That's fair. I get that. I absolutely get that. Irish part of the Rice Krispie raid. I love it. Cypher with the Club Cereal raid. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Kat, I do appreciate the raid. I hope you are well. I hope all of you guys are well. I'm Rob vonShoe. If this is the first time stopping by the channel, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm just putting up some points here for a 6-star Voodoo, and I was eating some cereal, but the cereal wound up being super disappointing to the point where it's like, I don't want to pick it up again. It's not good. I do not recommend. I'm short 2 pieces. My goal is 2,000. You're a machine, Ben. You're an absolute machine. Cypher with the Club Frosted Flakes raid. Silly Rabbit Tricks Are for Kids raid. I love it. I love it. Alright, okay, Cyber. Take care, bud. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your night, too. We'll see you later, bud. About to pop some beta crystals. Might have enough to do a 6-star. That's one of the most fun things about the beta server is you can just go ham. Pop open all the crystals, rank up whoever you want, test out whoever you want, sig up whoever you want. Because who cares? It's a playground. I wish a beta would be a permanent fixture. Like twice a year, everyone gets access to like their own beta server to just test out anybody that they want ranked up with no consequence. That'd be nice. Rob, we wanted to raid you, but they're getting creative. I love it. That's fun. That's fun. I think there'll be some really sad people who thought 300-ish would be enough. Yeah, that too, and I think a lot of people got spoiled with the Red Pool Arena. Where it's like, yeah, this score is ridiculously low. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still do suspect there's going to be a pretty good cutoff towards the end. But, you know, you never know. Hashtag club all brand because I'm an adult. So get the boring cereal raid. Boring doesn't mean bad. It just means it's doesn't have a colorful rabbit on the front. Usually. Do you think, did you pick up today's Class Nexus offer? I'm tempted. I did not. I did not. I like it. I like that it's a Nexus this time instead of just a random crystal. So, I mean, at least you got 3 options. But for me, it's still not worth it, really. Because there's like maybe like 1 or 2 champions that I really want in each class. But the odds of me pulling any one of those in a pool of like 40, 50 apiece, more, nah, that's really gambling. Especially for what they're asking for it. It's steep. Very, very steep. Hashtag part of a balanced breakfast. What does that even mean? Like, you see the shot of the table the setup for the product, right? Uh-oh. Where you got like the orange juice, you got the couple slices of toast, you got the cereal. I don't know, maybe you got like an egg or something like that too. It's like, that's nice, but who really has the time to make all of that for just a breakfast in the middle of a school week? Ain't nobody got time for that. Codehanger says, this Platpool event is kabam, training us to just spend the $50 if you want a specific piece. Yeah. Had I known the event would be to grind a quest with no additional rewards for 3 days, $50 wouldn't have been so bad. Yeah. Yeah. That's why it was steep. Like, here, trade in 10,000 6-star shards and you can get a piece. Or here, trade in like what was it, 40,000? Something crazy like that. Incursion shards, and here you get a piece. It was gnarly, man. Dex that, dex that. Nothing healthy about a bowl of sugar for breakfast. It's true. That's why I say that they say it balanced. You gotta. They always try and balance out their sugar rush, sugar bombs, with something else. I really want CGR and Gilly 99, so Cosmic Tech is very good for me. Yeah, but who else would be your backups? Because you gotta go in expecting that you're not gonna get the couple champs you're looking for. Because like for me, I would probably go Science just because I'd really like Void. But the odds of me pulling junk or somebody who's already awakened who's just a bench warmer between that and the skill class is way too high for me. Like the odds are very slim. And then to me, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll pass. I'm glad it exists that they're doing a Nexus version of these finally. But me myself, I'm good. Anyone else sick and tired of these Cav crystals for side event rewards? I want guaranteed value. I'll take 500 6-star shards over one of these Cavs any day. I agree. Just because the drop rate is so criminally low, and then also seeing like the whale milking with the shards tied into the unit bundles. It's like, okay, I get it. I get it. And you also, oh yeah. You got that one. Let's do that. Do that. There we go. It's just sad and funny, you know? You're a kid, you have Frosted Flakes, then you grow up, take the sugar away, and then you have cornflakes. Because you gotta be healthy. And then you get old. Yeah. The taste changes too as you get older. Like something that's super sugary is amazing as a kid, but as you get older, you're like, dude, this is sugary. So I'm pretty sure the Cookie Crisp recipe changed somewhere along the way. Because I was kind of halfway remembered Cookie Crisp tasting like, oh, what is it called? Not Golden Grams, because that's the Bears. Chips Ahoy. There we go. I always remembered Cookie Crisp kind of tasting like Chips Ahoy. But Cookie Crisp was one of the cereals I did for a cereal stream. And it's changed. Like, either I just was not observant to begin with, or it's changed a lot. Dexy. Come on. There we go. Honey Wheaties are a good compromise. Yeah, like Sunny D or Capri Sun. Dude, Sunny D, I used to just drink that like it was nobody's business. Sunny D was my drink of choice. Like cold Sunny D. But man, I cannot tolerate that now. I cannot tolerate it. Have you had frosted mini wheats? I have. I like frosted mini wheats. It's just the right balance of bland and boring and dry and sweet and enjoyable. So you eat the whole thing together, and it's like, hey, this ain't half bad. Uh-oh. Wolvie's in trouble. Strawberry mini wheats are good. Strawberry Special K was probably a top choice for me. Can't go wrong with strawberries, first off, but it's basically just Frosted Flakes with dehydrated strawberries. It's really nummy. I'll say 4,000 units and use it to grind Icarus or Circe. I, yeah, yeah. Circe's is up first. She starts up Thursday, which is wild. And then Icarus, I'd assume, is in 2 weeks. I don't know. Icarus, I think, is the better offensive champion, but I had more fun playing Circe. So if I was going to get one, me personally, I'd go for Circe. Even though Icarus is a better offensive champ. Stop it. Stop it. Silly Gilly. I mean, granted, using a bleed champion against a robot is probably not my smartest move. Doesn't help I'm doing, like, no damage because of it. Oh. Invisible again. Come on. Come on. Man. This is one of those fights where it's just like, whatever. Whatever. Those chocolate coins are so awesome as a kid, but now they're so nasty. Yeah, because now we know of, like, what, like, a higher quality chocolate tastes like. It's like, yes, sign me up for that, please. Heads up, I'm the Gilly fanboy of MCOC. Good. Good on you. What I still love to this day are the cosmic brownies. Those are dangerous. Those are dangerous. Remember as a kid and it's like just getting in the zone of a game and I brought one over and it was gone and then I got another one and it also was gone. And then I realized I hadn't moved in 3 hours and I'm like, this probably isn't the best. But they had a dangerous effect on me. Because they're rather quite nummy. Icarus is good for me. I really like his power combat rate increasing. Yeah. Yeah. And the incinerate damage looks like it could be really fun too. Once they tailor a new level of damage for him for that special one. I think it's kind of silly how he's still released bugged, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Take a cosmic brownie, break it in half, put cheesecake up on the unsprinkled side, then make a sandwich of it. Sounds delicious. Alrighty guys, here is what we are gonna do. Here's the plan. Here is the plan. We're gonna go open up a crystal, which is something I really enjoyed doing, and play Guess the Champ, which is also fun. Want to guess the champ who's going to pop out of the crystal going to be open up? If you guys want to guess too, feel free to throw that in the chat box there. Winner winds up getting imaginary internet points. Let's see, who should I open up though? Who do I even have to open up? Let's open up a 4-star. Why not? So, again, if you guys want to guess, let me know in the comment section down below. Since we were talking about Archangel earlier, Archangel is going to be my guess. While this is spinning out, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please kindly consider liking the video. Subscribe as well. Channel's like this close to hitting the big 3K milestone, and that's super exciting. Of course, no pressure either which way, obviously, but it's all appreciated. Let's go say hey to BG. He is currently grinding for a Shang-Chi under the handle #RobVonRaid. 4-star slowing up. It is a 4-star Super Iron Man. Alright, well, that's something. That's something. Alright, guys, that is going to do me for today. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you have a most excellent rest of your Monday, or Tuesday, I suppose, depending on where you're at. We'll catch you next time. I'm Rob vonShoe. Until next time, all, take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. Be well, everybody. Bye for now.